Hello students, welcome to class. In the last class I have taken the examples on convolution theorem, that is verifying convolution theorem for the given two functions. So today we will discuss about the examples of finding inverse of the Laplace transform again by using convolution theorem. So already two type of examples I am given. Inverse Laplace transform, this is another method to find the inverse Laplace transform of the functions by using convolution theorem. Whenever question is asked find the inverse by using convolution theorem, at that time you have to follow this method only. You should not simplify by using the previous method. And if the question is asked just find the inverse, means you can apply at that time any of the method. So let us begin with the examples. So first we will find here, we have to express in the given question whatever functions are given in terms of s, that you have to separately choose it, which is f of s and g of s, and then you have to find the L inverse of f of s equals to f of t and L inverse of g of s equals to g of t. Then apply the convolution theorem statement in the form of L inverse, so that we can get the value for that function. So I'll take first example. You write find L inverse of s divided by s square plus a square whole square by using convolution theorem. If they given directly in the form of product, you can choose separately, one as f of s, other as g of s. If they not given in the form of product, you have to split and take it as the product of the two functions. So s by s square plus a square whole square is there. So you split and take one as s by s square plus a square, another as only 1 divided by s square plus a square. So that if you multiply those two, you have to get this same thing in the bracket term, whatever term is there. So we'll consider, let f of s, that is equals to f of s equals to s divided by s square plus a square, and g of s equals to, already s have taken, so here you take numerator 1 and denominator another term is left here, s square plus a square. So that if you are multiplying these two, we have to get this whatever term is there under L inverse. So product of this is nothing but s by s square plus a square whole square. So next, after separating f of s and g of s, find the inverse of these functions. So that L inverse of f of s, that is L inverse of s by s square plus a square. This is standard function. So value for this is cos 80. Similarly here L inverse of g of s, this is again standard function. So you can write this as sin 80 divided by a. So next, right, we have L inverse of f of s into g of s. This can be written it as L inverse of f of s star L inverse of g of s. So substitute these two values here. This is equals to L inverse f of s is cos 80 star L inverse of g of s is sin 80 divided by a. So this is of the form f of t star g of t. So apply the definition of convolution of two functions. This is equals to, this 1 by a is constant, so I will write outside the integration into integration from 0 to t sin au into cos of a. This t can be replaced by t minus u into du, applying the convolution of two functions. So now this is of the form sin a cos b. So apply that formula. According to that we can write 1 by 2 sin of a plus b plus sin of a minus b. So I will apply that formula here. You keep 1 by a as it is. Under the integration we will apply sin a cos b formula. So according to that we will have first term will be sin of a plus b. So add those two. sin AU plus A into T plus A into minus U. So minus AU plus then again sin of A minus B. A is AU minus A of T minus U. So multiply negative for both the terms. Minus A into T, then minus into minus plus AU. Complete the bracket and then write into du. So this is equals to 1 by A times integration from 0 to T. Here AU minus AU will get cancelled. We are getting sin AT, then plus AU plus AU. We are having 2 times of AU minus AT. In total, we are having integration is there with respect to U. So now integrate this, keeping the constant as it is. Sorry, here you have to write 1 by 2. 1 by 2 times of sin of A plus B plus sin of A minus B. So take this constant outside. We'll have 1 by 2A outside the integration. Then integrate now. Sin AT with respect to U. We are having integration. So you can write U into sin AT. Then plus integration of sin of 2AU minus AT with respect to U. So integration of sin, that will be minus cos of 2 times AU minus AT divided by coefficient of U, that is 2A. So write the limits 0 to T. So now substitute both the limits, that is equals to 1 by 2A as it is. Sin AT is constant because with respect to U you are having integration. So replace U by upper limit minus lower limit. So T minus 0. And here constant is plus into minus. We are having minus 1 divided by this 2A is constant. So for the remaining term, replace U by upper limit and lower limit. So we are having cos of 2 times AT. 2 times AT minus AT means only AT. So I will write directly that. Then minus, substitute lower limit U by 0. U by 0 means this term will be 0. So I are left with minus AT. Minus cos of minus AT. So simplify this. This is equals to 1 by 2A into T minus 0 T into sin AT. Then minus 1 by 2A cos AT minus of cos of minus AT. Cos of minus AT will be plus cos AT only. So plus and minus both will get cancelled. So you are remaining, so it will be becoming 0. So you are remaining with only one term, that is T sin AT. So you are getting T into sin AT divided by 2A. So you write, therefore you have started with L inverse of f of s into g of s. L inverse of f of s into g of s. We are getting as T sin AT divided by 2A. And substitute f of s into g of s. F of s is s by s square plus a square, and this is 1 by s square plus a square. Product of this means this given question form. So we write hence L inverse of s divided by s square plus a square whole square, only denominator square, that is equals to T into sin AT divided by A. So this is the answer. That is, whenever question is given, find the L inverse by using convolution theorem, split and take f of s and g of s value, and then find what is L inverse of f of s and L inverse of g of s. Then apply the convolution result, that is L inverse of f of s into g of s is f of t star g of t. So to write the f of t and g of t, we need to calculate first L inverse of f of s and L inverse of g of s, and then substitute, apply the convolution of two functions formula, and if it is single function is there, you can integrate directly. Since product is there and both are sin and cos means we can apply the standard formula for transformation formula for trigonometry, and then apply the integration for each terms, and then substituting upper limit and lower limit, simplify as much as possible. So here we are getting only one term is left, that is T sin AT divided by 2A. Sorry, it is 2a. This is the answer. So write the next example. Evaluate L inverse of 1 divided by s minus 1 into s square plus 1 by using convolution theorem. And this type of examples always for 5 mark section only. So again, first we have to write the f of s and g of s. So choose f of s as first factor 1 divided by s minus 1 and g of s as 1 divided by s square plus 1. So now we require f of t and g of t. So find the inverse of both the functions. This implies L inverse of f of s, L inverse of 1 by s minus 1. Standard function, it is exponential e to the power t, and L inverse of g of s, that is equals to sin t. Here in place of 1, if any number is there, then you can take square root of that as the coefficient of t. Next, by using convolution theorem, we have, you write, by convolution theorem, we have L inverse of f of s into g of s, that is equals to L inverse of f of s star L inverse of g of s, that is nothing but f of t star g of t. So substitute these two values. We are having e to the power t star sin t. Now applying convolution of two functions. So this is nothing but integration from 0 to t e to the power u into sin of t minus u into du. So L inverse of f of s into g of s means that can be written it as, I'll substitute these f of s, g of s. This is nothing but 1 divided by f of s denominator we are having s minus 1, then g of s denominator is s square plus 1. So that is equals to, we are having integration from 0 to t e to the power u into sin of t minus u into du. Now integrate this. Now the standard result, you can write this. This is of the form, you have used differentiation under integral sign, e to the power ax into sin of bx plus c. So according to that, we can write directly e to the power u divided by a plus b, that is here both are 1, into a into you are writing. So here we are having 1 into sin of t minus u plus 1 into cos of t minus u. So limits are from 0 to t. This formula already have used, e to the power ax into sin of bx plus c. So that formula have applied for the integration. Now substitute upper limit and lower limit. So here 1 by 2 is constant. First substitute upper limit, e to the power t into sin of t minus t. So it will be 0, then plus cos of t minus t 0, so that is 1. Then substituting lower limit. So minus e to the power 0, that is 1. Again here u is 0 means only sin t. Then u is 0 means here it is cos t. So are getting 0 plus 1, 1, 1 into e to the power t. So are getting e to the power t, both are negative, minus sin t minus cos t, and for all these terms are divided by 2 is there. If you want, you can put the bracket and write 1 by 2, or you can write whole divided by 2. Therefore L inverse of 1 divided by s minus 1 into s square plus 1, that is equals to, you are getting answer as 1 by 2 times e to the power t minus sin t minus cos t. I hope you are getting the solutions. I'll take one more example. Write it. Evaluate L inverse of 1 divided by s square into s square plus 4 by convolution theorem. Examples are not tough, but you have to remember all the standard results, so that under the integration you need to apply those results first before integrating. So now choose again. In this you can take f of s as 1 by s square and g of s equals to 1 divided by s square plus 4. So this implies L inverse of f of s, that is L inverse of 1 by s square is t, and L inverse of g of s, that is L inverse of s square plus 4 is sine 2 times t divided by 2. So we have, that is by using the convolution theorem statement, we are having L inverse of f of s into g of s, that is equals to L inverse of f of s star L inverse of g of s. Substitute, this is t star sine 2 times t whole divided by 2. So take that constant outside the integration. Here by the definition we can write integration from 0 to t into sine of 2 times t minus u into du. So that is equals to, keeping constant 1 by 2 as it is. Now we will integrate by using, if this is constant we are having t, integration of sine, that will be minus cos of 2 times t minus u divided by coefficient of u. Coefficient of u is minus and this 2, so it is minus 2. Write the limits 0 to t. So this is same as writing, I'll take constant this 2 outside, so we'll have minus 1 by 4, or you can write minus into minus plus 1 by 4 outside. I'll write first remaining function as it is, t into cos of 2t minus 2u, then limits are from 0 to t. Substitute upper limit and lower limit. Sorry, here you take, this is u, so here we are having, there is a correction, u into sine of 2 times t minus u. So you write 1 by 2 constant as it is. Here you have to apply the by parts method. So treating first function as u, so we'll keep u as it is. Integration of this sine, it will be minus cos of, I'll multiply this 2 inside, 2t minus 2u divided by coefficient of u, that is minus 2. Write the limits 0 to t, then minus integration of 0 to t, then derivative of first function, that is 1, so integration of second. So again write minus cos of 2 times t minus 2u divided by minus 2 into du. So this is equals to, take these 2 outside. In total you can take that denominator minus 2 to outside. So we'll have 1 by 4. It is these two minus into minus become plus. Then remaining terms substitute upper limit and lower limit. If you are replacing upper limit, u becomes t minus 0 into cos of, if you are replacing u by t, 2t minus 2t, 0, cos 0 is 1. So we'll have cos 0 minus, if you are replacing u by 0, we'll have cos 2t. Then this minus I have kept. Then again integration of this cos of 2t minus 2u. So one more times integrate this. So integration of cos will be plus sine 2t minus 2u divided by coefficient of u. Then write upper limit and lower limit. So that is equals to 1 by 4 as it is, t minus 0 t, cos 0 1, 1 minus cos 2t. So I'll write t into 1 as it is minus t into cos 2 times t. Then here minus into minus plus 1 by 2, substituting upper limit 2t minus 2t 0, and then substituting lower limit it will be sine 2t. So this minus and substituting lower limit you are multiplying another minus. So in total it becomes sine 2t. So here 0 into this term it will be 0. Sorry, it will get cancelled. So we are getting answer as 1 by 4 times t and this plus 1 by 2 sine 2t. So here these two negative I will cancel. So if you are substituting upper limit and lower limit means we will get lower limit will get minus sine 2t, upper limit we are getting 0. So this becomes negative here. This is minus. So do correction. Therefore we are getting L inverse of f of s into g of s. That is nothing but 1 by s, f of s into g of s, that is 1 by s square into s square plus 4. So I write 1 divided by s square into s square plus 4, that is equals to 1 by 4 times t minus sine 2t divided by 2. This is the required answer. I corrected 2 times. Write down correctly properly here. Convolution of two functions. There instead of writing t by u I have taken t. So this is the correction I have done. And here you are substituting first upper limit and then lower limit. If you are substituting upper limit u by t, you will get t into cos 2t minus 2t, 0, cos 0, u into 0 means that you are getting only t. If you are replacing lower limit, u is 0 you are replacing, so 0 into any number it will be 0. And here these two minus made that as positive. Multiplied these two as plus, so I written here plus. And then we are having substituting upper limit and lower limit. If you are replacing upper limit u by t, 2t minus 2t 0, sin 0 will be 0. If you are replacing lower limit u by 0, we are getting only sin 2t. Before substituting lower limit we are getting minus, so that minus comes here. So we are getting 1 by 4 times t minus sin 2t divided by 2. So I will give two example. I will give one example homework. Try that example. You write question as fourth one. Evaluate L inverse of 1 divided by s plus 2 into s minus 3 by using convolution theorem. Try this example. Give the answer for this. Answer will be minus e to the power minus 2 times t divided by 5 plus e to the power 3t divided by 5. This is 5, not s. So try this. If you are not getting, you can contact me and write the notes. If any doubts means, come and ask. So with this convolution part is over. So one more theory is left, that is solving differential equation by using Laplace transform. That thing I'll give in the next class. Take care. Thank you.